Hi everyone, RCJ Daniel here. In today's video I'm gonna talk to you about how I did the fully functional jockey wheel on a small trailer that was built almost 2 years ago for the Peach ATV from the Mario Kart series. And I would like to try to show you and talk to you about the details and explain how I did it. Maybe yourself want to build your own trailer or caravan for your RC car and truck. So this can be a cool thing for you to try to build your own jockey wheel for it also. So if you like to see more and know more, stay tuned. I'm gonna show you. So here you have the jockey wheel and the whole kit here. And as I said, it is fully functional. I'm gonna start with releasing the handle and drop this a little bit because now it cannot be moved. It is stuck there as it should be. And I'm gonna release the handle a little bit, and then you can see that it goes up and down. And I'm gonna lock it in place again. That is enough. I'm gonna release the trailer. There. And I'm gonna show you the function for the wheel also, so you can see it goes up and down. By starting by turning the handle counterclockwise, and I'm gonna lower it spot. And now you can see the trailer is rising. The wheel is getting extended, just like the real thing. And here somewhere where the threads is gonna end on the screw inside. But it's pretty long. If you so, and let's turn clockwise again so we can lower it again so you can see that also. Now the trailer is going down again and the wheel is going up. Okay, there it stops. So I'm gonna pause and take the jockey wheel apart and try to explain to you how I did it. So just wait. So here you have the jockey wheel disassemble, taken apart. And first of all, when I wanted to build this jockey wheel, I had no clue what it looked like inside and how it was functioning. So I had to try to see a video or a picture of this jockey wheel that is being disassembled, and I found one on YouTube. So in that case I could see the function of it and how it worked. And the first thing, we have to have, of course, 2 tubes of different diameters. The material is up to you. This is a brass tube. This is the easiest, or aluminum tube is the easiest thing to buy, I think, to make it work. And you also have is also the lower, or the smaller tube has to be a little shorter than the bigger one. I'm gonna explain or try a little later about that. But the first thing you have to do to make this function is to take a nut. In this case it is M2. And this tube is a M4 or 4mm tube on the outside diameter, and the inside is about 3mm something in diameter. And this tube has an inner diameter of almost 4, just above 4. So that's why it fits just in there. So let's say you want to make a bigger jockey wheel then. Let's say a 8 millimeter on the outside diameter. Then the inside diameter of that tube is going to be somewhere around 7 or something like that. So that in that case you have to have the smaller tube with an outside diameter of 7, so you can fit right in there. But it's up to you how big jockey wheel you want to do. But it's the same basic. But to make the wheel go up and down, you have to use a nut, and we have to grind down the edges to make the nut round. And you also have to have the nut made in 2 diameter sizes. The upper part of the nut has to be exactly the same as as this tube, so the nut can go freely inside here. And the lower part of the nut, let's say 50% of it, has to be in the diameter of the same size of the inside here, and not smaller either, because it's gonna, in that case, it's gonna have a gap. So you want to have the diameter should be so you can just press the nut down and maybe use some little bit of glue, so just to secure it in place here. But that's the thing I did. And so you have to put the nut on a screw and put the screw in a machine and grind it down. I used a file and a Dremel tool for that. And this part that wheels on, this is something I picked up in my local hobby shop. I don't remember exactly what it is for, but I think it's for a servo thing. But I made it for the wheel, and it's exactly the same as you can see there with the hole. It was sold in pair. And this is also, when it comes to the upper part, you have to have a free moving handle with the screw. And I used the M2 screw here. It is cap screw. And I just cover the cap part with epoxy glue for metal, and glue the handle right in the hole of the cap screw head. And inside, about just under here, up here, you have to also make like a lid with a hole through it in the same size as the screw, and the lid also has to make almost exactly the same as the nut. The lower part of the lid has to be in the same diameter as the inside of the tube, and the upper part should be bigger actually than the tube itself, because you want the lid also act like a stop function for the clamp here. I made a mistake and make the lid, the upper part of the lid, I did it in the same size as the tube. So if I haven't done this stop ring here of aluminum tube, this just falls right through. Instead, you don't want that. So make the lid bigger in diameter, so it's gonna get a stop function. And you also want to make sure that the threads on the screw is not gonna grab too much on the material in the lid. So use a file or something to just grind a little bit of the threads on the screw, so you destroy a little bit of the threads, actually make them a little bit smaller. So in that case, that's why the handle can move freely, just spinning around freely. And you have to use of course some kind of stop on the screw here, otherwise you're gonna lose the handle, it's gonna drop out instead. So you have to use some called a small C-clip. So make a little groove on the threads, just below where the lid is beginning or stops, depending on how you look at it. But there you have to you make a groove, so you can put a C-clip there. In that case, the handle is not going to go anywhere. It can't go down and it can't go up. It's just going to get stuck here and it moves freely. So that's how I did the fully functional jockey wheel. So, and also wherever you want this to stop, make sure that you have, depending how thick you want the lid is going to be. But let's say you have a 5mm thick lead, then starting from here and go here. Make sure that this inner tube is 5 or 6mm shorter than the outside tube. So in that case you can turn the handle and the wheel is going to go straight up all the way, and it's going to end, and this part is going to end here somewhere, depending on how long you want the lid to be inside here. So, but that is, you have to have this tube shorter than the outside. Otherwise, wherever you want, if you want the wheel to go up all the way up, it's not gonna go there. So if this tube is longer, instead the wheel, of course, is gonna end here somewhere instead, and you want it all the way to top. So, but let's move over to the clamp, so you can see that also. And the clamp is also made of 2 parts, the same shape of them. The only difference is that this part with the handle is just smaller when it comes to the height compared to the outside one here. It is a drilled hole for the M2 screw and a lock nut here, M2. And in the middle of the clamp, both of them, as you can see, I have made this round a U, like U shape, round shape, both of them. So the tube of the jockey wheel can be fitted here in between and get stuck here when you turn the handle. And I'm also gonna try to show you the handle from the other side and the threads and everything. I'm just gonna turn this on the side here. This can stand still here, but I think you can see now here. Try to move as close as I can here. Yeah, there it is. As you can see here, this handle also has to be able to move freely, just spinning around without this here, without the threads on the screw don't grip in the material. So, and to make that, that is the same thing that you have to make on when it comes to the handle on the jockey wheel. Just make the hole a little bit larger than the screw itself, or if you want to, just file a little bit on the threads around it, so you can make sure make sure that the handle can move and spin freely. Also, you have to make sure that, as you can see, it's possible to wiggle the screw a little bit, and that has to do with when the clamp is gonna get, when you want to close the clamp again and move and thread the screw in the threads, the clamp is gonna get in a, as you can see, it is starting with a not a straight angle, and if the screw was too tight, not to be able to wiggle, it's going to be hard to get the threads from the screw inside the threads on the clamp. So that's why I make the screw a little bit wobbly, and the hole is just a little bit bigger so it can move a little bit. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna show you when I close the handle also, but I'm gonna try to go a little bit more close. Here is the threads and the hole in the clamp, and behind it, in this frame part, the hole, it is also a hole here, of course, that is a little bit bigger than this, and so this screw, of course, can be threaded here and go straight through. Otherwise, it won't be able to close the clamp all the way as you have you have to do and have to be able to do. So But I'm gonna close this, and I'll try to get the threads here. Get the handle threader. I think I have to. This is a little bit tricky. I think I have to change the angle a little bit. This was hard. Now, maybe. So you can see here. Clumsy fingers on small details. But it is, if you get the hang of it, it is pretty easy and goes pretty fast. There. Now it is now the handle is threaded in the clamp there. It is moving straight through the frame there and all the way in, more than you can if you have the jockey wheel on it. So just to show you the function of it, of the clamp system for the jockey wheel. But now it is closed. So, but there you have it, the clamp, how it looks again. So you just to get, so just to have an idea of how it looks like and how it functions, and then you can make your own clamp and in which size you want, for the size of the jockey wheel you want to make. But I hope this video was informative and that you understand how I did this much better. So you can try it for yourself if you want to. But there you have it for the jockey wheel. So there we go. Now we have seen the jockey wheel and its function and how it was made. And I hope, as I said, that this video was informative for you, and that it will help you if you like to make your own jockey wheel for your trailer or caravan. It was a pretty challenging thing to do, but it was very fun, and I wanted to do that to have the trailer have something pretty cool and special. And of course for my little girl that drives this Peach with the trailer sometimes, and I wanted to give her something very special with the trailer and a fully functional jockey wheel. And I also made it for my own sake, just to see if I could make it work, and it was very fun. And so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and support. And if you have any comment and questions about this build with the jockey wheel, so don't hesitate and put a comment down below. I will try to answer and help you as best as I can. But that's it, and thanks for watching, and take care. Bye.